Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you've joined me here for your weekly reading for December 8th to the 14th. So I want to really welcome each and every one of you, whether you are new or returning to this channel. I appreciate all of your love and support. The time that you spend here with me is valuable, so I appreciate that as well. And of course, sharing your energy with me as well. So Taurus, thank you for all of that. Let's get right into your reading. As I do, I always start off the reading with collecting your angel number and the message, of course, that's attached to it. And it will be a message that we will reveal at the end of the reading. Now, sometimes cards will jump out. Sometimes Spirit says, keep that card. Sometimes they say, nope, put it back. All right, every reader is different, but this one wanted to jump out. So we are going to take it and we will reveal this one at the end of the reading. There is something about compromise this week. All right, number 0707. So please keep in mind those synchronicities because those numbers certainly could be something linked to a powerful, something powerful for you. So this is about self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Okay, it says, so let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges, express your emotions, and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. This, again, remember, this is a collective reading. So this could be a message for somebody specific. And in the moment of when I was shuffling, it could be something that just makes sense for your situation. Compromise always sets us free. And you know, sometimes really it is very powerful. And it is a message that we need to be reminded of sometimes, is that we can't hold on to every energy and every situation. Sometimes in life, things happen and then it's time to just let them go, especially if they're no longer serving their purpose. All right, so that's just another indication there as well. All right, let's get right into the spirit message that the angels want to share with you before we get into the depths of your reading. So let's find out that key energy here for you, Taurus. You got beauty. I think Aquarius also got this one as well. So you could have Aquarius in your birth chart if you know it, or you could be surrounded by somebody that is Aquarian. If it is your moon sign or if it's your rising sign, you might also want to check out the Aquarius reading as well. But this is all about beauty, number 52. And what the spirit of the wood nymph says is remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Be aware of the beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand in your life. Create beauty in your home, even if it's in the smallest ways, and an inner grace will radiate out from you. And I do believe that you do radiate an incredible amount of beauty. And this could be the week where that just really shines through. All right, beauty comes from within first. And as we accept this beauty, it really does start to radiate in everything that we do. So that's quite a beautiful and kind message as well from your spirit guides. Now let's get your main energy for this week. We're going to do that with the major arcana. So there's 22 cards that I've pulled out of a regular deck. We're going to see which one represents your energy this week. We've got beauty as the main theme here for Taurus. What is the main energy here? You've got the devil, but you've got it upside down. Now, I don't always read reversals. And I think many of you know, especially if you're returning, I don't. But there are certainly times when Spirit says, you know what, you need to read that upside down. You need to read it reversed. Number 15, and you know, this wasn't even just flying out in a certain way. This just specifically came out reversed. So it's number 15. It's reversed, which means I really feel like you are really, really breaking free from something. And it could have a lot to do with compromise, all right? Maybe it does have something to do with understanding that it's just time to move on, because the devil energy can be those toxicities in your life, and toxic energy or energy vampires can be created or are part of people in our lives, situations in our life that just no longer serve their purpose. And you see, the truth will set you free. And I truly believe these are linked together. Let go of what no longer serves you is the first phrase in the compromise. Let go of what no longer serves you. And that's why that devil card upside down is so important. All right. That message is very, very important. All right. We're going to now get your incoming energies. Let's see what else. This is a wonderful week to really feel that great sense of freedom, Taurus. All right. Let's get your incoming energies for the week as well. Anything else you'd like to share with the beautiful sign Taurus? All right, it's just the one, and of course the bottom, you are the observer. We'll get into that in just a moment. Well, look at this. See what opens up when we release the things in our life that no longer serve us, because what happens is we hold on to energy that is not good for us. You're releasing that. Now you're opening up to number 9, your treasure island. This is about beauty. The beauty that you have within, the beauty that illuminates within you. It also, I think, it also acts as support systems for the people around us as well, because when we are able to share our inner beauty, it's like we attract the right people, the right things. And I think that we're able to really help people. Now, Treasure Island is about really coming into your own, I think, spiritually, emotionally, and for some of you financially, physically. This is what brings value to your life. This is what is so important in your life. All of those things that you treasure. And of course, everybody's treasure island is going to have a different picture. So picture what that is for you, because I think this is something that certainly can manifest for you as well. You have been observing things, all right? Number 49 is really, an observer is someone who sits back and takes in and looks at everything from different angles, different ways. And by observing all of those things in your life carefully with detail, I think it allows you to even, it really allows you to be able to filter through the things that you want to keep in your life and the things that you want to let go in your life. Very important energy as well. We're going to now get into your tarot cards. So I'm going to do 3 rows, beginning, middle, end of week, but please always use your own intuition as to how the messages are delivered. Of course, intuitively, you will see what matches your energy at the time. So let's get the first 2, and then we're going to clarify them. So this is the beginning of the week. You got 2 9s. So I feel like there is something coming to completion, because number 9 in numerology is about completion. It's endings. It's endings with compassion. It is forgiveness and universal love. So there could be some sort of forgiveness as well. Maybe you're forgiving yourself, forgiving someone else, compromising, letting go. Number 9, the 9 of Wands, is your resiliency, your strength, healthy boundaries. You know, healthy relationships come from protecting yourself, protecting those you love, and setting up healthy boundaries. Going for something as well. You know, you bounce back from things quite well. You know, anything that you go for, you bounce back. But I think you continuously go for things, because when you feel that it's something that's matches your insight, it matches your treasure island, you're going to keep going for it, and until you achieve the success that you want. The 9 of Swords can feel a little bit like a round and round energy of sort of like a reoccurring nightmare. I have to say the cards the way they are. Yes, you know, this is a card of anxiety. It's a card of stress. Something you are finding stressful. And, you know, the swords are the mental suits. So it can be something that kind of sets precedence at nighttime. So it's when you want to go to sleep and you want to get the rest. And then all of a sudden your mind is like thinking about, you know, 100 million different things, and it's really producing that sort of stress. So how do we release ourselves from that? Let's find out by clarifying. So we're going to start with the 9 of Wands. Setting up boundaries certainly can help, even with yourself. And what do we get here? We got the 3 of Wands. I do think you're going for something. I think that you are really ready to expand something. Okay, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your personal views, your commitments, whether it's love, relationships, family, your expansion, you're in the mode of waiting for your ship to come in. I do believe that you have already set plans in motion, because the Three of Wands isn't preparing anything anymore. They've already prepared it. It's almost as if they've come to the first sort of completion part of something, and now they're waiting for the results. And I think you're very resilient. I think you're setting up healthy boundaries, and even though it can be a bit of a stressful time because you're still waiting, okay, so it feels a little bit like a waiting game, you've done everything to prepare for this. So I do believe that there is some sort of expansion coming in here. Let's get the clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Let's find out. You got the Page of Cups. Now, Page of Cups can actually be a message that you might really welcome this message. It's youthful, it's a young energy. The Page of Cups is watery energy, so it can be more about your emotions. So it could be a message that helps you emotionally release some of this tension. It's a supportive energy. It's also an intuition. So there's different ways that messages can come through, and I feel like for some of you there could be some intuitive messages or some dream messages that hold some significance. So you might want to be paying some careful attention to your dreams, even if it's just, I mean, a lot of the times we don't remember everything in our dreams, but there will be certain circumstances when you wake up where you remember key things like color or number or a person or a feeling. Sometimes it's just feeling. Journalize it. It's so important to do so because it can really make a lot of sense and break certain things down in our life, and it can certainly help release some anxiety as well. Let's get the next two cards here for you. This is for Taurus. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got more messages coming through. This one's a little bit more clear, which is nice. You know, this message could be a little bit more insightful. There we go. Queen of Cups. You've got a lot of intuition here. Page of Swords. Queen of Cups. We've got lots of swords and cups. So it's like we're trying to communicate through our emotions. A little bit of that. All right, the Page of Swords, again, I feel like there is some sort of message that's coming that might help clear up something for you as well. We'll find out more when we clarify that. And then with the Queen of Cups, again, I feel like messages are really coming through intuitively. The Queen of Cups being water energy, so I'm seeing the signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If that makes sense for some of you, Taurus, it could be somebody who's in your life, or it could be part of your own birth chart if you know what those elements are. But the Page of Swords looks like there's definitely some sort of message. Again, multiple messages are coming through here. Let's find out with the Page of Swords what you'd like to share here, Spirit. You got the Page of Wands. My goodness, Taurus, can you have any more energy, youthful, new energy, new, it could be new people, okay? There could be a lot of new people entering your life, new ideas, new opportunities, new communications, new emotional communications as well. The Page of Wands is an exciting venture. And again, there could be some insight. Maybe you've been waiting, you know, you're waiting on that ship to come in. All of these messages could be linked to that expansion as well. So you've got 3 pages here. I feel like there's a lot of people surrounding you this week. I think the beauty that lies within you has a lot to do with your treasure island, and the treasure island could be that you're waiting on messages. You've been observing from afar, but now you're waiting for that ship to come in. Okay, so interesting. Let's see with the Queen of Cups. Let's see. She could be a supportive energy. If she's not you, again, there's no gender with the cards. The Queen of Cups could be a very loyal supporter. All right, somebody who gives a lot of love, empathy, compassion. You got the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, what it shows is feeling like there's a lot of heavy responsibility or heavy burdens on your back. Could be because you take on a lot of that yourself, because you maybe don't like to delegate certain things. Maybe, you want things done a certain way, and you know that you're going to be the one that's going to be able to fulfill that purpose better than anyone else. A lot of us can feel that way, and that's why we take on more burdens. But it is the number 10. And the 10s in numerology are about completion, right? We're ready to complete a cycle. The 10 of Wands shows how dedicated and how hardworking you are. And I think that emotionally, okay, with the Queen of Cups, you could be emotionally holding a lot of burdens. Maybe because you're caring for people. But I feel like there's a breakthrough here because there's a multitude of messages coming through. Let's get the last 2 cards. And if we need to, we'll go back and clarify if we need to. You've got now the Knight of Swords. You got so many messages this week. And then look, something's coming in. You need to be open to receive. I think with all of these messages, you're hoping to restore some sort of balance or something that's been owed to you. I think there's a lot of giving here. And in fact, to be honest, the 6 of Pentacles, I didn't even say what it was, and I apologize. I sometimes emotionally really get linked to the readings, so I apologize if I push things a little too far before explaining. This is about compromise too, to a certain extent, because you know what? I feel like there's a lot of give and take here. And if you've been feeling like you've been restricted from that, it's starting to come in. Maybe the compromise has to be on someone else's, someone else needs to compromise with you as well. It's not just about you always having to give in. Maybe somebody else needs, it's like somebody on the other side that needs to help compromise. The Knight of Swords, again, is a messenger. He's a quick messenger. He's coming in and he's delivering a message quickly. And I think it's something that's going to bring and restore that balance. Could be financially for you, for some of you. All right, we're going to now clarify that Knight of Swords. So there is a fast-paced message coming in. Somebody certainly is a messenger. Could be air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It looks like they're bringing in some sort of wish fulfillment. And that wish fulfillment is the 9 of Cups. And this is the 9, the Treasure Island. They could be delivering you a message that you've been waiting for, something that matches what your heart truly wants. I feel like there is some sort of emotional load that you've been carrying, and I feel like there's almost a sense of freedom. This Knight of Swords represents a sense of freedom too. You're no longer having to hold on to something. You're able to communicate, speak your truth. And I think it's linked to what you truly want, all right? Your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, happiness, emotional fulfillment. Let's look at the 6 of Pentacles here, restoring the balance. I think there's a little bit more give and take, which is nice as well. Let's see, for the 6 of Pentacles. You got the 6 of Pentacles again, twice. So they're not joking when they say the 6 of Pentacles. Be open to receive. Something is certainly coming in for you. And number 8, the Strength card came up with that as well. This is your time to shine. This is Leo energy. It shows your courage. It shows protection. It shows releasing your fears. All right, you're definitely able to release those fears. The strength, you've been able to overcome something. That's why the Devil came up upside down. Those distractions and whatever it is that maybe has been holding you back from your own creative growth, is no longer part of this for you. And the Strength card shows that you have developed some skills that have really helped guide you. And now things are coming in for you. For some of you, it could be that turnaround financially where you finally feel restored and balanced with your finances. But it can go even deeper than that. It can be just even you on a personal level, just finally feeling at peace with how everything is starting to flow for you. Everything's aligning. All right, Taurus, we're now going to get your an additional angel message. And this is kind of food for thought. It can be a message that your angels want you to know now that all the cards are on the table. Something that might want you to just give a little bit more thought to. So let's see. Thank you. All right. So they've got 2 messages for you. Let's start with the first one here. says reassess. It says you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. And that, of course, was what that first card was. It says notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup. All right? It's time for that life cleanup. And I think that you're really doing that. It even kind of expresses it through these cards. All right, check in. It says when you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Are you excited or filled with dread? It's important to pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. And I believe that inner guidance might have something to do with your dreams as well. I think that a lot of messages may come through that way for you. All right, let's take a look. You've got a lot of people, of course, in your reading. I think 6s are an important part of your path. Of course, 0707, because we started with that. And 9999. You have 4 9s. All right, there is something certainly completion, some sort of completion here. And then you've got 0404. They want you to slow down a little bit. Okay, it's very important. It's all about balance. Sometimes it feels like a power struggle, and that could be because of the devil upside down. There's certainly hope, authority, ancestors, so you could be receiving some messages through your dreams from your ancestors. Sometimes it feels a little bit like restlessness, and it can be a warning, okay, because sometimes we're just trying to complete things so quickly. But this is a process. This is a stepping stone. This is a stepping stone towards your treasure island and towards what your heart truly wants. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. It says communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. And we see the healthy boundaries right with the 9 of Wands right at the beginning. And really, this is all about healthy communications and being open to receive all the wonderful things that are coming in for you. There is no rush for anything. This is a week where I think this is really preparing you for something quite incredible and quite large, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see as things evolve from week to week. But this week is just a week where you can actually take a deep breath, slow down, pay attention to yourself, your energy levels, pay attention to your health. You know, it's always important to focus on your own inner beauty, your own inner strength, and make sure that you're capitalizing on staying as healthy as you possibly can. Thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope it makes sense. And please show your support through liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving comments. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.